from GamerCobe Studios here, and good to see you again. Today we're going to talk about a new filter that you may have seen come out on the forums. It's called Pattern Fill, and it's a pretty cool filter from rgarza. He's put it out for free, and it's a very simple filter, but it's very cool because you can do a lot of stuff with it. So we're going to show you that today and show you how to install it and get it working and create some cool stuff. So first of all, we open a project of really any size, and we'll start a new layer. And then we'll go up to the filter, and we'll go to our Quartz Composer, and we'll show you how to install this. Right now we'll just take a look at the filter itself. And it's under Stylize and Pattern Fill. And the nice thing is the filter has a default graphic in the image well, so you can see right away what's going on here. And it's just really got two things we can change, the width and the height on it. And it's pretty simple, and this can go pretty big, and it can go very small also. So we'll show you two, we won't show you in this one how to create a pattern to put in there, but when you do, you want to stick to something that's square, and I recommend anything from 100 by 100 pixels up to 300 by 300 pixels. And the reason why is if you do want to go really big, it won't pixelate on you. So you have to think about what you want to use the pattern for. If you create something that's 30 by 30 pixels and you want it to get it this big, you're going to see a little pixelization just like this. But if it doesn't matter, then make it however you want. So that's a nice thing there. Now you can really create, the great thing about this filter is it's only limited to what you can make in the box and drag and drop into this. So I keep a folder here of pattern swatches that I create, and I've just started here, so I only got a few, but I made this the other day. It's just an intersecting, like a set of bars, and if we drag and drop that in there, and we'll close this, and I'll show you when you start to move it, it'll show up here. So this is kind of a neat little just basic pattern that we've done. We'll just make it square, make it smaller, and that's good. And the point here, not sure exactly what that's called, but typical filters will use this to target an area, and on this one it really doesn't matter. You can leave it right there. The only thing it really does is moves the pattern slightly. I tend to just crop my picture when I'm ready to get it exactly where I want, so it's really up to you. That can stay right there and just leave it. And of course you can always move your box around wherever you want out of the way. When you're done, just hit OK, and there you go. Now you got a basic pattern here, but there's still a lot of cool stuff that you can do with this. For instance, we could let's say add a layer, and let's fill with a gray. So Option Command F for fill, and what you can do is you can Command select the pattern, and then stay on your color layer, and you can hit the delete key, and if we shut off the top layer, you'll see we've just created another pattern from that, and this is pretty neat here. Now what else you can do with this is create a new layer underneath it, and we'll go to our gradient tool, and what we'll do is we'll pull a gradient from behind it and see what kind of cool effect we get just from that pattern fill. Really neat there, and just one of the things you can do. So let me shut this off here and go back to our original pattern, and I'll show you something else that you can use. You can use multiple filters, I mean really in endless different ways, and here's another example of that. If we go back to distortion, go to bump, and just put the targeting pointer on an intersection here, and maybe increase the radius a little bit, and then start the effect and watch what happens. Gives us this You know, it's probably because I'm not on the layer. So make sure you choose your pattern layer, and then let's try it again. Distortion, bump, target the intersection, and then we'll put up the radius a little bit, and then we will have the effect. And you see that cool effect that we can do on this grid. We're just, you know, we're layering filters, right? You can really make it cool there. It's extreme. You can even go back in there. Really endless amounts of fun. You can create so much stuff, and this could just be a background to some great piece that you're making. You know, you can really have fun with it. And I'll just show you a couple examples. Here's one that I created with that same effect. So there's a lot of, there's a couple filters being used. Obviously the pattern fill, the bump filter. I've created layers in the background. I even have a drop shadow. I've put an overlay layer with a lighter gradient to make this really stand out, like it's really pushing out towards you. And then over the grid, I just put an overlay. I desaturated the color of my pattern, and I just laid an overlay on a separate layer with this cool gradient from blue to, you know, green and yellow, just to make this effect. This is very simple to do. And then one other piece that I worked on using some of these same techniques, this is called binary event, and you can see I used the pattern fill, and I multiplied it to get some several layers there, but then I used also the bump filter to make it bend outwards like an explosion, in addition to some other things there. But it just shows you can use it in really amazing ways. It's really up to your imagination. That's why I really love this filter. Alright, well, how do you get it? Well, I'll give the link in the description below so you can have that. Once you download it, I'll show you how to install it. And so you'll open the zip file. This will be the file. It'll have the QTZ document ending on it. And then what I do is I go up to the Finder window, open a new window, go to your hard drive, go to Library, Compositions, and you can drag and drop, and it's already there. That's where it goes. So then when you go back to open your filters, it will be under the Quartz Composer, and on this case it'll be under Stylize, and it's alphabetical, so pattern fill right there. And there you go. So that's pattern fill. I'll put the download link right in the description. I hope you enjoy this filter and have fun with it. And if you create anything really cool, please check out our new Pixelmator Flickr group. It's called Pixelmator Design. We already have a bunch of members over there posting up some great stuff. Anybody's allowed there. We want to see your work. Have fun with it. And I'll also post a link to our Flickr group there. So thank you guys very much, and have a great day.